Hello, welcome back to Trailer Trash. What's our next trailer? Who knows? Oh boy. Well, okay, it's a toss-up between another horror movie or I don't even know what it is. Yeah, we'll check it out. This is The Savant.
Hey kids, come on.
What's she looking at?
She's working.
She's working. I thought this was a no-work weekend, Mom.
Now, fun fact, who's in the front seat? What the hell? The two kids and the mom are in the back, and I assume the dad is driving. What the fuck? Fun fact, Jessica Chastain, not Bryce Dallas Howard. Just pointing that out there now. It's one of the only reasons why I felt like actually watching this trailer, because I already had something to say. Not to be confused, because I know... I mean, all right, I don't know if people get her confused, but I sure would have.
It's gonna be a coordinated mass attack.
Blood will be shed.
Locked and loaded and planned for months.
The hunt has begun.
She's a crime-solving savant. Or maybe the criminal's the savant.
What do you do in there all day? All night sometimes.
I track people who are planning attacks. My job is pretending to think like them to stop those people from doing really bad things.
FBI, on your knees!
That's why we call her the Savant.
Okay, she's the savant. Interesting. So it's kind of based on true events. I'm waiting for them to be like, based on a true... This is an actual woman. She don't need no man, even though she has one of those...
Snipers, bombings, ambushes. We're on the verge of serious violence. I've been watching him for a year and a half. He's recruiting for something. I don't know what it is, but it's massive.
This guy isn't just planning violence. He's out to make a statement.
What kind of a statement?
The kind that history refers to with a month and a date. Innocent Americans are going to die.
What was she in? It was Bryce Dallas Howard in Lady in the Water, right? I'm pretty sure. Award winner? See, I can't even tell you what Bryce Dallas Howard was in now. Jurassic Park.
We need to infiltrate further.
I don't think you should keep pushing this.
Listen to me. They have photos of your family.
You think if you engage with terrible things, you're daring even worse things to happen.
Well, and also it's Apple TV Plus only, and probably a series, so whatever. Yeah, not what I expected. On the thumbnail, it was Jessica Chastain in military uniform. So I was expecting military movie, or, you know, some sort. It's kind of an espionage-esque film, seems like. Wasn't expecting based on true story or, you know, true events and about a woman juggling her professional life, I assume, with her work life, because, you know, that's a thing. So, yeah, I don't know. See what the comments have to say. Top comment, girl boss will save us from the terriers. The terriers. Oh, I love it. Her movies always have to be like this. I get what they're saying, but now I have to know. We got Zero Dark 30. Oh, was she? Okay, that's funny. Yeah, apparently her movies are always like this. Crimson Peak? That was her in Crimson. She had to have been the lead, right? Yeah. Holy crap. Interstellar. That's funny. I would have thought that was forgot her name now too. Oh, she was Beverly in It, the newer one. Okay, I thought that was Bryce Dallas Howard. Actually, yeah, no, I didn't know who it was, to be honest, but you know, redheads. They all look alike. Yeah, that's about all I got. She probably was nominated for some bullshit like Dreams or Mother's Instinct, Memory. You know, sip your Chardonnay and watch a fucking movie called Memory starring Jessica Chastain. Yes, quite. I don't know. Comment section a bit heated. You know, again, idea of see, that's the shitty thing about this whole, like, okay, it's a woman and she has a family life, but is also really good at her job, which has to do with protecting America, maybe. And, you know, at some point in time, you would see that and not think, you know, it wouldn't cross your mind at all that, oh, it's some sort of propaganda, it's, you know, trying to appeal to a group of people, you know, like that kind of shit. It's not, it doesn't, it's not just telling a story it wants to tell, but it's trying to tell a story it thinks a group of people out there want to see and will throw money at, or even worse, tell a story that are going to get people riled up, get a lot of talk about this movie, show, whatever, bring people to see it, right? No publicity is bad. Any publicity is good. No publicity is bad. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And it sucks, you know, like back in the day when I was watching Star Wars as a kid, I wasn't seeing Princess Leia and being like, oh, she's just feminist propaganda or whatever. Like, I was just like, no, she's a cool character. Had nothing to do with being a woman or anything like that, right? But nowadays, it's a touchy subject. You have to walk on eggshells with it, and it sucks because what if legitimately you want to tell a story like that? It has nothing to do with being a woman. It's just, this is an interesting story, and this is the perspective you want to tell it from. It's not to push any agenda. It's just, but no, it's immediately that's what people are going to think, because how many years has it been since that's all we've gotten, right? Like, unabashedly, just straight up, just people being like, yes, we're appealing to this group, not this group. Like, well, how about you appeal to anybody? Like, how about you tell your story and whoever it appeals to be damned? But that's just not how it works. But that being said, most of the comments are along those lines, right? But one person at the very bottom, this commenter, just a bunch of Z's, and the reply, "Wake up, Grandpa. If you don't respond, I'll have to call 911 again." I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, the term woke, it gets thrown around a lot in the comments section, and you know, I can't pretend to know the intent or the ideology behind it. Probably, you know, like it's possible if the shoe fits, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, you know, all that. So, but bottom line though, whether it is or not, bottom line is, it just doesn't look interesting in general. So, but that's why I bring up the whole Princess Leia thing. Is it sucks that we live in a day and age where, you know, oh, there's a woman and she's capable and strong, and it's hard to not have it cross your mind of like, is this to appease that small niche of people, or is that just overreaching, overthinking it. You know, the artistic intent was always to have this character. The whole woman angle had nothing to do with it. You know, Princess Leia again is the only example I can think. I guess Black Widow in a way. Like no one questioned like Black Widow. Okay, she was a kind of a pre-existing character before the movies, but even still, it's like, yeah, well, yeah, it makes sense. She was trained for this and all that jazz. But Princess Leia is, you know, it is almost kind of like it's almost played for laughs how strong and independent she is in the originals. But growing up watching it, I didn't think that. You know, it's like that's just a character trait. You know, it's like having a character who's stupid, a character who's really strong and full of themselves. You know, you have that character who's just, you know, really capable and headstrong. Man or woman didn't matter. But nowadays it's kind of ruined where it's like probably there to, again, fill a niche and ostracize the rest of moviegoers and just make movies that tell stories you want to tell. You know, again, I can't say the intent of the people who made this, but the best you can do is tell the story you want to tell. Don't try to fill in boxes and, you know, check boxes or whatever to appease people. And typically in a perfect world, that's when you get good, fun, enjoyable movies. But yeah, it's not the world we live in, I guess. Till next time.